this coverage of the Cannes Film Festival on Prudent Media. Well, there are films from around the world that are being screened, and there are a lot of actors, actresses, directors who are also here at the festival. Now, there are some big ticket films also that are being screened. One of them is Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis. Now, this film is much talked about because it has been in the making for a long time, and as Coppola said that he's been wanting to make this film for the last 30 or 40 years now, and finally he managed to fine-tune the script. Now, the film has cost more than $100 million, and the director himself has put in all the money. Well, mind you, this is the same Francis Ford Coppola who gave us films like Godfather, Apocalypse Now, among many others. But this century has not been all that great for him. He's made 4 or 5 films, but none of them have really worked well. Megalopolis is a $100 million film, and the director has put in his own money in this project. But unfortunately, it is money that is not very well spent. A lot of money has gone on the special effects, but the problem is the screenplay and the direction. The scenes are not all that great, and the story is about Adam Driver, who plays a scientist who has developed this new material which can stop time, or rather he has the capability to stop time. Now, he wants to demolish the old part of the city and turn it into a new one, and the mayor is not quite happy about that. So it is about their conflict, and also the collapse of the Roman Empire is invoked quite often in the film. But all in all, it just doesn't come together. There were a few boos at the end of the screening at the Cannes Film Festival, although at the premiere it got a 6 to 7 minute standing ovation, which I am more certain it doesn't quite deserve. And critics are also divided about it. Well, most of them haven't particularly liked the film, but I am guessing that because it is Francis Ford Coppola, some of them are finding some value in this movie. But I personally, well, I didn't care much about it. It is $100 million that was definitely not well spent by Francis Ford Coppola. Now, apart from all the Indian and foreign films that are being showcased at Cannes, there are also some very big ticket films. I'm talking about George Miller's Furiosa, the Mad Max saga, which premiered here at the Cannes Film Festival. Expectedly, the whole cast and crew of the film was there, and expectedly, it was not easy to get a ticket. Well, you can see crowds there in the background. They are queuing in for regular films that are being screened here. But you can imagine for something like Mad Max, the crowds that must have thronged for it. There were a lot of people there standing on the streets asking for a ticket. After all, it's not every day that you get a chance to watch a film with Chris Hemsworth, Anya Taylor-Joy, and of course the director himself, George Miller, along with the rest of the cast and crew members who were present for the screening of Furiosa. Now, as for the film itself, Furiosa was a mixed bag. Now, in 2015, we saw Fury Road, which came after many years after the Mad Max saga started, and George Miller stunned everyone with that film. 9 years later, the story kind of continues. This is a prequel actually to Fury Road, and we see Furiosa, who is kidnapped by a warlord played by Chris Hemsworth, who is a very quirky character. And of course, the people around him, they fear him. For the audience, he's quirky. For the people around him, he's a very feared man. George Miller clearly knows how to craft an action film. It's not only action, there are other elements as well. For example, about the environment. For instance, there's a scene here where cabbages and other vegetables are taken with high security. It's not oil, it's not gold, but it's vegetables that are the need of the hour as far as this film is concerned, because it is set in a post-apocalyptic era. Given that the premise is fairly similar to Fury Road, there isn't a great deal of novelty, but nevertheless it is an engaging film, it is an entertaining film, and there are some set action pieces also which are quite impressive. Well, the film got a 6-minute standing ovation at the Cannes Film Festival after it got over. Well, I won't give it a 6-minute long standing ovation, but I thoroughly enjoyed the film, that's all I can say. It's time for me to go and watch a movie. After all, I've got the ticket, but I have to make sure that I'm in the queue on time. They are very strict about these things. And I'll be back with you with more news from the Cannes Film Festival. Now, Cannes is also a film festival where people absolutely love their movies, the audiences I'm talking about, especially if the cast and the crew is present for a screening. When the film ends, they clap. And then they clap some more, and then they clap some more, and this goes on for 5 to 7 minutes in some cases. Take George Miller's film for example, Mad Max, it got a 6-minute standing ovation. Well, there was a French film that I saw called Holy Cow, and the clapping went on and on for over 5 to 6 minutes. They love their movies, and especially if the director or the artist is around, then they love to applaud them and show their love for them. Even sometimes if the film is not all that great, as it happened in the case of Francis Ford Coppola, or even At the Cannes Film Festival, there are hundreds, literally hundreds of countries that set up a stall here, more than 130. Maharashtra is the only state from India which has its own stall here at the Cannes Film Festival. And with us today, we have the Managing Director of the Maharashtra Stage Film and Cultural Development Corporation, Swati Patil. Thank you very much, ma'am, so much for talking to us. So tell us, what is the aim of the corporation to set up a stall here at Cannes?
We are coming here from 2016 till the date, and consistently we are coming from Filmcity, and this time we have come with the 3 films, Bhera, Valli and Gypsy. These are very young producers who have showcasing their films, and basically we want to promote such art and new producers, young producers. That's why, and then we want to focus Maharashtra as well as Filmcity as the new destination. It is the main destination, but with a new new way.
I was going to come to that. So Film City,
Yes.
everybody is talking about it.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about the activities of Film City in Mumbai.
Yes, basically we have studios. We have 16 studios which are state-of-the-art technical high-tech studios. Then we have 70 outdoor locations. Then we have Bollywood theme park, that is a tourist destination, and many more locations where the films are shot. And Film City is alma mater actually for the film industry, so most preferred destination. But now with the revamping of Film City, we are coming strongly with aggressive marketing. We are coming with the state-of-art studios, new locations, pre-production and post-production facilities which will be there. Now we have post-production facilities, but and pre-production also, but in a stronger way will be there. And then other common facilities like parking, Wi-Fi, firefighting, these common facilities will be there, and even hospitality, the hotel, hospitals, accommodations, restaurants, everything will be there in the common facilities.
One of the common things that I've seen here at the stalls here at the
Yeah.
Cannes Film Festival is everybody is offering incentives
Correct.
so that people should come and shoot there.
Yes.
So is the corporation also trying to do something on those lines?
Yes, there are many incentives we are offering. First is the single window system, single window portal, where producers get on the single window, single click, all the locations,
All permissions.
for the locations. And this is alive for Mumbai and Mumbai suburbans now, but it is going to be Maharashtra all over. And then we give grants like for Marathi films to promote Marathi films. Generally we give 40 lakhs and 30 lakhs, and overall 60 movies over the year we give this grant. That's
Right.
it.
So now, as you mentioned that the corporation.
And again, yes, very important for the new locations. We have come up with the new GR. So on government lands, we are offering free of cost shooting. So
Right.
that will give impetus to the producers and the film industry.
Right. Now, as you mentioned that the corporation has been setting up a stall here at Cannes for many, many years now,
Yes.
and this is the only Indian state, if I'm not mistaken, which has its own stall here at the Cannes Festival.
Yes.
So, what is largely the takeaway, from coming to Cannes here?
Basically, this is, I always feel this is like a family. Art knows no bounds.
Sure.
So it transcends all the states, languages, and cinema. We come on the same platform, cinema. So here we strongly offer our culture, our cultural heritage, our literature, and we strongly want to promote that. And as well as India, Maharashtra, and Mumbai as the main destination for the films.
Right. Thank you so much for talking to us, and we wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.